Okay. Okay, let's see how this goes now. Can everyone hear me? Is everything going on okay? Yes, we hear. Okay. God, again, what an utter embarrassment of a string, I swear. Whatever, fresh start. Okay, so I had an idea for a whole like speech and everything regarding this game and this run and etc. Right, but then I realized just as I started, like that, how would I even call it? That first string attempt, I guess we could call it that. I realized it was stupid. So yeah, the whole point of this is just we're going to be playing Trials of Mana, and we're only going to pick the female characters. I thought it was going to be deeper than that, but it isn't. It really is just that skin deep, like what this whole run is. So whatever, no need to like dilly dally. Let's just do the thing this is finally, you know. Like I explained before, I'll be picking hard for this game specifically, just because I'm pretty familiar with it. I really like it, despite the like embarrassment it made me go through just now. And there's no way for me to do the like usual thing I do with the visual novels of reading stuff up to you guys. Though I suspect that like most of you would leave if I unironically turned on the English dub for this game, since you probably don't like English dubs, and the one for this game is particularly terrible. So no, that would be. I was thinking that maybe we could, like, while the Japanese seiyus are talking, that maybe I could like narrate the English text for you guys, but that'd be pretty awkward. Hello again, A Fisher. Again, to everyone here, sorry for whatever the hell that was. And so yeah, unfortunately, I can't, like, there isn't a easy or convenient way to do this, so yeah, I guess you guys will have to read the like cutscenes, like the text. It sucks, but it's the best way we can do this, unfortunately. So I'll be shutting up for the most part and only kinda commenting on the story as it goes on.
極寒の地にありながら、断りの女王の魔法の力によって温暖な気候が保たれていた。しかし、マナの減少に伴い、魔法の力が次第に弱まり、周囲から少しずつ氷と寒さが城内へ侵入し始めている。
諸君、知っての通り、世界から魔法の源であるマナの力が消えつつある。我が魔法王国アルテナにとって国家の存亡に関わる一大事だ。だがこのまま黙って滅亡を待つわけにはいかない。そこで禁断のマナの聖域への扉を開き、 伝説のマナの剣を入手するのだ。
I guess that's a bit of a spoiler, but I just find it interesting that it's
静かに
the artifact, the Sword of Mana, is referred to as such. Like it has even the form of a general form of a sword, but it's never actually used as a sword. Like it's not a weapon that anyone can use. It literally is just a sword that for some reason has a lot of magic. Why'd they even make it a sword then? I guess it's because of like it looks cooler that way. I don't know.
マナの剣を
It's just something
捧げ魔法によって世界を統一し
like that thinking right now is just a funny detail, you know? But anyway.
はいはい、そんな大きな声でなくても聞こえております。こう見えましても G はその昔アルテナにその人ありと言われた大魔法使いとして。
ストップ。ホセの武勇伝はもう聞き飽きたわ。それよりもほら昨日の続きを教えてよ。
And speaking of seiyus, Angela's is, like for the Japanese dub, is particularly good.
姫様、魔法は格好だけ
I really like her Japanese voice. I like the English voice too, just which the English voice actress did a better performance, I think.
格好ばかり気にして肝心の心が伴ってないから。
なんだ、お説教ならたくさんよ。もういい、ホセには頼まない。ベロベロベーだ。
What a brat, man. I love her.
やれやれ、困ったものじゃ。
お、ビクターだ。おーい、ビクター。
あ、姫様。魔法のお勉強は終わったんですか？途中で逃げ出されると後でホセジーの愚痴を聞かされるのはいつもこの僕なんですからね。勘弁してくださいよ。
アンジェラ
The hair flip.
魔法王国アルテナの王女
Fun fact, or at least to me it's a fun fact. Since I have quite long hair, I do that as well. Everyone always think I'm just, you know, showing off when I do that, but no, I just taking the hair out my face. That's literally all there is to it, you know. So it's funny when people think I'm some sort of show off because of it.
自分自身に言い聞かせてはきたが寂しくて涙が止まらぬこともあった。母の愛情に飢えていたアンジェラはその反動でよく派手ないたずらやわがままを言っては周りの者を困らせていた。そんなアンジェラも成長し母の断りの女王に似て誰もが認める美しさを備えていたが王女であるにもかかわらず未だに魔法を使いこなすことができず思い悩んでいた。
退屈ね。どこかで面白いこと起きないかしら。
Oh, thank God I can move. Yeah, we're good now. What was I saying? Oh yeah, about this game, Angela is actually one of my top waifus of all time. Both because of, let's best showcase, from her design and her personality and story. Because you, at least me, I never expected her to be like as complex and likable a character as she ended up being. But yeah, she is one of my favorite characters. Again, her design, her bratty but still very, like, she has a heart of gold, as you probably see through the playthrough. Like her whole story, which I think is one of the best in this game, though it's not like the competition's too stiff, you know, since the story of this game is quite simplistic. But yeah, I just love her. I just love everything about her, and I just love that I didn't expect to love this character, and it ended up being one of my top waifus. And it's nice that you guys also agree that, like, with my takes on her design at least. Though, hopefully you begin to agree with my takes on her actual character as soon as we actually get to the story. I think it's like this. Have I heard well? You in person have long hair? Yeah, very long hair, in fact. Like, I wasn't kidding when I said I was a fanboy. Now the stream is going well. Anyway. I usually don't ask for this, but the stream was getting like quite a good amount of likes before the reset, so I'd be thankful if you guys could leave a like on it, on this one as well. Again, I know it's annoying when YouTubers ask for this, but just for the statistics, you know, please, please. Also, curly or straight? Curly. And what color? I'm not telling you the color, but it's curly. And how long it is? It's oh, Angela is actually quite a good metric. Imagine like half of Angela's length. Like, my hair is about half the length of hers, you know? So what was the problem? Oh, it's quite funny actually. Let me demonstrate. It was frustrating at the time, but like, when I realized what the problem was, it became quite funny. Let me demonstrate to you. So you see this keyboard too? Yeah, this is a trap menu. Like, it shouldn't exist. Because what was happening is that I had on the keyboard 1, the WSAD keys assigned normally, right? But there were also the directional keys on the keyboard 2, and that was fucking up with the with the computer's ability to interpret the controls, causing my character to not be able to move. And this there wasn't anything assigned to keyboard 2 on anything else. That's why everything else was working, but not the movement. And so all I did was delete the extra commands on keyboard 2, and things started working. So yeah, I really don't know why that menu is even there. Like, the only thing it caused at this point was break my fucking stream. So yeah. But like I was saying, my hair is about half of Angela's hair in length. So she's quite a good point of comparison for this. Outside of that, was there anything else I wanted to comment? I think not. This is we're going to be doing the introduction segments for every single character, if that's okay with you guys. Just because I like to see the stories again. And there's no point, because you only get the items like that you collect on the main character's route, but I just like it, you know. And this kind of beginning segment is going to be kind of, how do I say this? It's going to be kind of boring. Not really, because things are going to happen, but it's mostly just going to be talking to people until we get to the actual game, you know. Do you have a fanboy figure? Absolutely not. Just the height and the like hair length. It's mostly just a joke, you know. Sorry to disappoint. Oh yeah, and as you can see, this game is a Souls-like, you know, because any game that has a dodge these days is a Souls-like. So yeah, literally Dark Souls. Also, since we were talking about height, let me show you guys something interesting. Oh, not now apparently. Should I think, sorry, I've been commenting on, like, shit and haven't been reading, like, even the unvoiced stuff. I'll begin reading it for you guys. Really sorry. I was just kinda lost in my own little world due to the stuff I was commenting. Also, I know you're probably joking, but I'm going to lean into the joke, Kodokunasu, and say, like, why do you care? Like, why are you disappointed now? Were you having some kind of strange fantasy about me or anything like that? What the hell is that reaction? Is every turn-based ATB comment BS like then? Yes, that's how it works. It's game journalist logic, don't you know?
グレンの魔導士殿による兵士たちの訓練が最近特に激しくなって怪我人も出ています。戦が近いようですね。グレンの魔導士殿はますます魔力を上げている。今や断りの女王様に並ぶほどの魔力を身につけたのではないでしょうか。
姫様、こちらにいらっしゃったんですか。断りの女王様とグレンの魔導士殿がお呼びですよ。僕は先にさっきの中庭でお待ちしてますから。早く来てくださいよ。
さあ、王女様、お急ぎください。
Sure, it was a joke, sure. Bet your girlfriend would love to know about that. About what you've been doing behind her back. Sorry, I went too far with that joke. Here's a joke that doesn't go too far though. Like, as we seen in the intro, pretty much every single one of the like mages in this kingdom is a woman. Like, why aren't there any like dude mages? And like, if that's the case, is this like a matriarchy or something? So many questions. None of them relevant.
女王様がいよいよ海の向こうの草原の国フォルセナに侵攻を開始するらしいです。さあ、女王様のところへ。
Oh, and since we were talking about height, Angela is not a particularly tall woman herself, so the fact that she still towers over this guy is quite embarrassing for this manlet. Just like it is for me, since most women tower over me. He's literally me. It's because of these kinds of things that I joke about being a fanboy. Oh, right. I said I was going to read. Mage Guard, please enter, Your Highness. Oh shit, I guess I should have explored more, because there are some chests that you can find actually if you have a keen eye. So before we go progress the story, I'm going to do that real quick. Sorry about it. Oh no, that's there. Don't disrespect short kings. Hey, I'm like making a joke about myself, like what's the word? Oh yeah. Like, I am a part of this group. Like, I have that identity. I can say that. It's that kind of logic, you know. But yeah, like for real, it's fine. Like, there is nothing wrong with being short. Like, I'm speaking more seriously now. I never understood, besides the whole, oh, women find it unattractive or whatever, like this problem that people have with being short. I was always like quite a short guy, and I never thought like that was a problem. I know a lot of people have kind of a complex. They think it's an issue to be short. They are embarrassed about it. I could never relate to this, honestly. I don't get why so many people have such a problem with their height. And like, the funny thing is that most of the people who have a problem with their height are taller than me. So they're literally, from my point of view, complaining, like making a mountain off of a molehill, you know? Like, if a guy as short as me can be comfortable, okay, and like confident with my height, then someone like you, who is a whole 10 centimeters taller than me, like, you of all people shouldn't have no reason to be insecure either, you know? It's that kind of thing. Like, speaking more seriously, that's what I always thought, you know? But I understand that different people, like, well, are different, that obviously, like, people aren't going to interpret things the same way or be okay with the same things. There's also the whole thing of how you were raised. Sometimes, like, the environment in which you were raised, like, conditions you to that sort of thing. So, I understand to some extent, but legitimately, I just don't think it's any issue at all. There's any issue at all with being short. Like, I speak that both from a personal perspective, being a short guy, and in terms of other people, you know? But anyway, let's read some comments. From what I remember from the old game, maybe it was a mistranslation, the old guy that takes care of her is also a mage. And yes, this is some sort of matriarchy. Well, obviously he has to be a mage in order to be able to teach her magic, so that makes sense. If we assume that men are more suitable for being fighters in terms of body build, it makes sense for females to be wizards more frequently. No, I'm not talking about that trope in, like, fiction. That makes sense, but like, it's just kind of ridiculous to go to the what's the word? To the warrior's kingdom, and every single soldier is a guy, and then we go to the mage kingdom, and every single, like, mage is a woman, you know? For those distributions to be more, like, for guys to tend more to being fighters and women to tend more to being mages, is, like, that's okay, but when it's, like, literally, like, uniform, like, literally every single person in a gender is like this, every single person in another gender is like this, it's just a bit ridiculous for me. It just looks a bit strange, you know? That's more or less my issue, quotation marks, since I don't think it's an issue, it's just kind of weird, you know? If we speak about height complex, in case of men, is often a matter of finding a woman. Not going into the details if this is true or not. In case of women, many short ones have a complex about their height, but this for both short and tall. Yeah, I heard. Well, I'm trying. Okay, cutscene now.
お呼びでしょうか、お母様。
アンジェラ、私から説明しよう。マナの聖域への扉を開くため、各地のマナストーンを占領すべく、各国へ侵攻を開始することにした。伝説では、世界中のマナストーンのエネルギーを解放したとき、マナの聖域への扉が開かれるという。手始めに、アルテナにあるマナストーンのエネルギーを放出させようと思う。
でもどうやって？
術者の生命と引き換えになるため禁じられている封印されし古代魔法を使うのです。しかし私やグレンの魔導士はまだ死ぬわけにはいかない。そこでお前の体を触媒として使うことにしました。お前の命さえ引き換えにすればマナストーンのエネルギーを放出することができる。
Damn, just like that. Zero hesitation to sacrifice your own daughter. Damn. Mother of the year right there.
最後に大魔法を使って名を残せればこの女王の娘としてふさわしいチリ様。
I get the feeling that the sub is different from the JP voice lines, probably. Because, from what I've seen, the sub is actually based, like, the subtitles are actually based on, like, the English dub. They just took the script from the dub and turned it into subtitles. And obviously, dubs, by their very nature, have to make changes. And so, and obviously, like, there's, like, anime translators and their whole bullshit. So it's just 2 layers of changes to the dialogue that probably caused this discrepancy. Like, it's not even a possibility. It's not even a feeling. Like, this definitely happened. You know? Out of curiosity, does this game also has the special pairs cutscenes? Special pairs cutscenes. I don't know what you're talking about. Can you elaborate, please? I'm going to see what I'll do with that other one. Oh, combat tutorial. How do I lock on? God damn it. It'd be a lot easier to evade if I could lock on, you know? God, it's that sort of tutorial. Like, you mean that for the story, if you pick specific pairs, there will be special pairs cutscenes? I didn't really test it, but I think, yeah, this is a feature. Like, I'm pretty sure this is a feature. We won't get to see that because, like, the whole point of this run is that it's a waifu-only run. Like, there are only girls, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the case. I don't know in universe, but in some universes, women may have more frequent talent for magic than men. Though I know that probably devs didn't think about that. No, it's they probably didn't put, like, it's not even that they didn't put much thought into it. They probably didn't put any thought into it. You know? Ah, that's how you do it. But yeah, about your question, I'm pretty sure that the pairs cutscenes are a thing in this game. And to Kodokunasu, this whole game is quite simplistic. I think the whole story is just and the details of the world were just made on oh, what would be cooler, what would be more interesting bases, and it doesn't have a lot of thought put into it. It's just like rule of cool for the most parts, at least from what I can tell. Also, one thing that, like, 2 things to comment on already, like, about the game. First, it's just really funny to me that due to not being like due to having no talent at magic, despite being the kind of mage class, the mage character, Angela just hits things really hard with her stick, especially at this point in the game. You know? It's just funny to think about. Like, it's like that meme of the mage that goes, "Oh, I cast stick." You know, because he doesn't know anything else. It's just funny. Another thing that's pretty funny is that obviously this like they're going to address this at least at this point in the game, but it's just funny to see a girl in such little clothes in a cold environment like this. Again, they are going to address this. Don't think that they are just, this is going to just be a detail that they gloss over. They do address it, but it's only here at the beginning of the game. Like, if you come back and Angela still has the same clothes in this area, she can, heck, even in gameplay, she can just stay out here in the cold, wearing basically nothing and be fine. She truly is like one of those girls that just goes in shorts like everywhere, like at every point in the year. You know those kinds of people, right? I think you guys will understand what I'm talking about, or at least I hope you do. She's just she's just hot. Oh my god, I just love that logic that she is in fact so attractive, so hot, as you would say, that it actually warms her up without any need of actual clothes. Like, that logic is just fantastic. I want to write a fantasy novel and like have that as the explanation, that if a woman is hot enough, then she can just wear whatever she wants in the cold because she's like, her attractiveness actually like keeps her also hot. It's just that kind of logic. I just need to use that idea, man. It's just so ridiculous. I have to put it somewhere. So yeah, thanks for the inspiration, A Fisher. I'm definitely using that. Angela is setting off some "I wanna play this girl" vibes. I don't know what you mean by that, but I certainly want to do so. Home at last, ready to enjoy the game as a chatter? Welcome, evil bookman. I was kind of hoping I was going to actually hit both enemies with that attack. Remember to write it down so you don't forget. I'm not even going to write it down, actually. I'm just going to put it on my idea notepad. Like, I have a little notepad that I keep on this computer, and one on like on the cloud as well. That's literally just a bunch of story ideas. But I swear, this is such a like creative and funny explanation for bikini armor. I'm surprised I haven't seen it done yet, you know? This was just genius, man. Like, legitimately, you are very creative. one thing that's also interesting is that all the areas, like all the tutorial areas for the characters, are actually high-level areas that you have to visit later. And the funny thing is that they contain the same enemies. It's just that they up the number. So in the tutorial, these enemies are like level 1, and then you come back here like later in the story and you fight the same enemies, but now they're level 50. It makes it seem like the enemies were just like going easy on you since they know you're a tutorial newbie, and then when you come back they're like, oh, now we need to fight for real, boys. It just gives me that vibe, you know. Kinda silly, I know, but anyway, I think you get the point I'm talking about. Oh, if you like wondering why I'm not advancing the story yet, it's because I just love to explore, like get all the items, etc. So that's mainly what I'm doing. I'm exploring everything I can first, and then we'll advance the story, okay? I promise. Yeah. With that done, we'll be just going to, like I said, we will be just progressing the story now. We'll stop just dilly-dallying. Better to also grind in every opportunity. True, especially since I'm playing on hard. So yeah, that is quite a good suggestion, actually. No, that's just progress, and then I'll show you guys what I mean. Like, one interesting thing too. Oh, nice.
Ara, 目が覚めたのね。雪原で倒れていたのを見つけて、ここ雪の都エルランドにうちの娘と運んできたのよ。
Yeah, she was just traversing things like normally.
父、お姉ちゃん目が覚めたわよ。よかったね。
She like not feeling anything at all, just going through the snowfields like it was nothing, and then suddenly, oh, I'm so cold. And like I said, this is the only cutscene in which this will be addressed. Like later on, like I said, she will come back here dressed in a literal bikini, and nothing will happen. So she got cold specifically for story purposes.
ダメよ、迷惑かけちゃ。父はママが遊んであげるわよ。
Oh, right. This probably reminding her of her own relationship with her mother, especially since she had issues like not being able to spend so much time with her. So especially after that betrayal, this must be like twisting the knife, you know. Poor Angela, man. But I'm happy to see that most of the people who were on that first attempt, that failure of a stream, came back for this one. So welcome everyone again, and I'm really glad that you like came back for this stream despite the scuff. I'm really happy with that, actually. Oh, yeah, let's see if I can explore. Oh, there's the other thing I needed to show. Well, I don't need to show, but I want to. So, you know this... yeah, you all know what I'm going to talk about. Let's just stay here for like a couple of seconds and then I'll explain. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing this much on stream, but whenever I play this game, I just suddenly return to 13-year-old and just ran against the wall as the character in order to, you know. I swear I like her for more than her ass, okay? I promise. Oh, also something really fun is going to happen here. I'll let the cutscene play and then I'll explore it with you guys.
ねえ、占い師さん。私、これからどうしたらいいの？時に人はその 1% の希望さえ見失いそうになるほど深い絶望に襲われることがある。そんな時は
Yeah, evil bookman.
デルの光の神殿を訪れるとよい。光の神殿？
I wonder if any of you guys are disappointed to hear about this, to learn that I did this.
光が必要じゃ。ウェンデルに向かえ。
ダメだこのばあさん。俺にもウェンデルがどうとかって全く同じこと言ったよ。今度生まれるうちの子が男の子か女の子か占ってもらおうと思ったのにさ。
Oh, look, suddenly the cold doesn't bother her again.
そこで何が待っているのかわからない。でもこのままここにいるわけにはいかない。行ってみよう。きっと今よりマシなはずよ。魔法が使えるようになればきっといつかお母様も私を認めてくれる。
Again, I generally like Angela's story, but this part is really funny. Everyone else has a reason. Pretty much all the characters get there at Wendell City, like the city of Wendell. But Angela is the only one who like doesn't have a pretty good in-story reason, so they just wrote like, oh, she gets inspired by a literal crazy old woman. Like, the woman is established to be crazy and saying a bunch of nonsense, and Angela is like, got nothing, like, no clues, like, nothing better to do, right? Nothing, like, no better guidance for what to do next, so, you know what, fine, I'll do whatever this crazy old lady says. I don't know, it's just funny. Let me just read some comments here. Get a good, long, clear look. Yeah, I really hope none of you are too disappointed with me for this. Though I wouldn't blame you either, she's so pretty. No, comments. She didn't get the lesson of getting cold in the snowfield and didn't wear more warm clothes. Though maybe she would just wear more hot clothes. Girl, see gods. Nah. It just... I don't know if it was the... like... if you intended that, Fisher, but I'm just going to assume that you're saying nah to, like... evil bookman saying for her to seek God. It's funnier that way.
イーストキングダムの獣人たちがここジャドの町に攻めてきたんだ。奴らに港は封鎖されちまった。おかげで船は全部欠航さ。もうどこへも行けやしねえ。もうこれじゃウェンデルに行けないじゃない。
獣人って初めて見たけど、ずいぶん悪そうな顔をしてるわね。
This game reminds me of Gidget Impact. I don't know what that is. Why would I be disappointed? We're practically kin in interest now. Doesn't read a single VN. Okay then. It's nice to know that my audience are a bunch of little me's who, in my situation, would probably do the same. Oh, there's quite a funny interaction that we can get here actually. Because some people might get the idea of, oh no, I'm playing a video game. Maybe it's hard, but what if I just fight my way through in order to escape from this blockade that the Beastmen are doing? And if you try that with this guy specifically, the game will give you a stark reminder why.
なんだその反抗的な目つきは。人間のくせに文句あるのか。やろうってのかよ。
ここ
Just
気がついたかい。あんた無茶するな。奴らに逆らったら命がいくつあっても足りないよ。
yeah, just docked instantly. Just didn't stand a chance. Fucking amazing. Oh, this reminds you of Genshin Impact. Oh, okay. I can see the resemblance. Lapada seca. Exato, cara. Oh, there's also something pretty interesting. Let me show you something here. There are these things called item seeds that you, as the name implies, you literally just plop them in the ground and you gain random items to use. Just put a seed on the ground, get a honey elixir with the flask and everything. Amazing. Candy too. Heck, why not? Maybe in this world, money does grow on trees. Who knows? Strongest beastman, bearer of the flags. Honestly, in this starting area, there are quite a bit. So gacha system, yeah, for the seeds. Like if you mean the seeds, then yeah, you plant them on the ground, like at inns and places of rest, and then you get a randomized item, kind of like a gacha, like you said. But there are quite a few. Because all the characters congregate both on this area, since they're all going to Wendell, right? They all congregate on this area and on Wendell itself. So you can get quite a few interactions, like quite a few cool interactions with some of the other characters on this area. I'll try to showcase them to you guys. Not Duran. Duran is just boring. All he says is, I wanted to fight these guys, but they are too strong for me at this moment. Like, it's just boring. Duran in general is a boring protagonist. Like, I'd say the best protagonists for this game, male and female, are respectively Hawkeye and Angela. Rias and like Duran, for as popular as they are, I just find them so boring, you know. I don't get why they're more popular than those two other characters. As for Kevin and Charlotte, to not be offensive, let's just say that they are a bit too childish in terms of personality for my tastes. So yeah, my ideal party would be the one I made at the beginning. Like Angela and Hawkeye for their cool designs and personalities, and Reese there for extra fan service. That's literally her only role in the team. She really is that boring. Oh, and speaking of Hawkeye, there's quite the funny interaction we can do here with him.
おや、どうしたんだい？美しいお嬢さん。外は獣人たちがうろついてて危険だよ。よ、それまでここで俺とデートでもしようじゃないか。
Look at this. Like wannabe charmer here.
おっと、そう怖い顔しなさんな。冗談だよ。
The joke here is that while he flirts constantly with women throughout his story, he actually he does that as an actual joke. Like, he isn't kidding. He just does that for fun, but he actually does have someone he likes, like someone he's, if I'm not mistaken, engaged to, or maybe just some kind of romantical tension. Is that kind of thing. He basically just flirts for fun. It's more or less what I mean.
昼間は普通の人間と見分けがつかないが、夜になると獣に変身することができるんだ。実はそこが狙いでさ。奴ら変身している間は血が騒ぐのか、じっとしていられないみたいなんだ。それで夜な夜な漁師様の館に集まって好き放題暴れ回ってるのさ。その間は警備が手薄になる。街を抜け出
警備が夜に手薄になるなら、それまで宿屋で休もうかしら。夜更かしはお肌に悪いのに。
She literally needs her beauty sleep passer. And yeah, they're not kidding. Like, to progress this part of the story, all you need to do is go to sleep. And then the whole blockade stops working, I guess. Just amazing. No action needed, nothing. Just go to sleep and it will solve your problem. I love this game. Just so silly, I love it.
ちょっとお尋ねします。行方不明の弟を探しているんですが、それらしい子供を見かけませんでしたか？
This is also quite the interesting interaction because this isn't like some quest. You can't fulfill her request. You can't find the boy she's looking for. And so you can just be a complete, you can just be honest and say no, because you're not going to find no matter how much you search. Or you can just be a fucking asshole and say yes, and she gets all excited. Oh, where is he? And then you just have to say, oh no, just kidding. Hope you find your lost brother or whatever. I did that one time. I was so, I got so, what's the word? I felt so bad afterwards. Like, I felt so guilty, I swear. But let's just be honest this time.
ありがとう。
But yeah, I feel like oh no, wait, there's a chest I need to grab. Sorry, I will just grab the chest and then we'll progress the story, okay? I promise. This reminds me of the anime shop about a small girl with big boobs. I'm like, okay, now I can play any of you about, but it feels kind of weird. I don't know which anime you're referring to. If you had the name, then it'd be a bit easier to comment about that, Fallen Angel. What else? What else? Oh, right, that's how you jump. Now, you know what? It's whatever. The item that's in the chest is like something inconsequential anyway. So to make the stream more, I guess, dynamic, let's just progress the story already. Hell yeah. Like, sleep on the inn for free. Oh god, I didn't read that again. Essentially, the vendor said that he can't do business with the beastmen around, so you can just sleep for free. like on that specific day. Oh, and also he hints at something important. There's quite a few vendors in this city, but like you can see in the map, but you can't use any of them exactly because of the beastmen roaming around. So don't even try, it's just a waste of time. The bearer of the flag has lost his flag. Dragon Maiden, that schoolgirl one. Oh, you're talking about like just these types of characters in general, like short stacks. Okay, okay. Oh. I'll be honest, I've been trying to play it off, but I actually don't understand the whole bearer of the flag thing you're talking about. So, if you could enlighten this poor fool that doesn't get the reference, I'd be pretty thankful. Sorry for that. Progress flags. Okay, okay. You know, switches, event. Oh, yeah, like in programming, right? So what you're saying is that he lost his flag because he doesn't have an event anymore. Yeah, I get it, don't worry. Oh, I think this was something I commented on my original video as well, but isn't it weird that most of the enemies, and this doesn't change throughout the game by the way, like most of the things you fight are these like adorable little monsters, you know? Like, I know that they're attacking me, I know that they're actually deadly, like cute but deadly, that kind of thing, but it just makes me feel bad, like wailing on them, you know? Like, they're so cute, I just wonder, you know, can't we leave them alone? But they are the ones that don't leave us alone, so guess there isn't much I can do. Also, another one of the reasons I'm playing on hard is that this game is just really easy. Like, normally there's barely any challenge in this game, and that's because, let me see if I can show you guys. Control Q. No, think about their relative size. Those are the size of the fairly big dogs. They gotta hit pretty hard. Especially if you're a normie. No, I'm not saying that they, like, aren't deadly. You know? Like, in fact, they do attack you. You know? And, yeah, it would be pretty scary, for example, to fight a bee of this size, you know? Or a wasp. I'm just saying that they look so cute, I don't want to, but I understand that they both are, and even in a real world setting would be quite dangerous. It's just me being silly, you know? I would be scared of them, cute or not. I understand. Like, that's actually pretty funny, because whenever I go out with my friends and we see animals, especially if they're herbivores, I'm always on edge, you know? And they're always like man, it's just a cow. Like, why are you so scared of a cow? It's a herbivore. It's not gonna do anything to you. And I'm always like, man, you're the one that doesn't understand. That's more than a ton of pure muscle. Like, sure, if like generally it doesn't have a reason to hurt you, but if it finds one, you're dead. Like, that's why I'm scared, because the minute that thing decides like that I need to die for whatever reason, like, I'm done for. That's why I'm scared of supposedly harmless animals like cows and stuff like that. And it's always funny to me whenever people aren't, you know? A herbivore has less reason, but no reason to make you go bye-bye. Exactly. And if they ever do get a reason, you say bye-bye because you're fucked. And that's speaking generally, because there are some herbivores that are quite territorial, so they're bound to be actually more aggressive than some carnivores as well. Yeah, people often forget that herbivores are generally exactly because they need to, because since they're not carnivores, they're not the hunters, they're the ones that are always on edge, you know? Most probably, the cow would shit on you, then end you. You make death sound really funny, Fisher, you know that? Like this, I'm talking about my fears and insecurities, etc., and just turn it into comedy, and it's just comedy gold. Like, I can't help but laugh. Oh, right. I've been neglecting that. I've leveled up, I think twice now, and so I should put those points on like some of these talents. And that's one of the things I really like about this game, because as you can see, we have various stats like strength and stamina and intelligence, spirits, luck. And you would think normally like, oh, my character's a mage, so all I need to focus on is like spirit and intelligence, right? But no, as you can see here, there are quite a few like talents that you can get even if you're a mage from strength, like magic recoil or reclaim, etc. And so you, even as a mage, have quite a lot of reasons to invest in things like strength and stamina and luck and things like that. Especially because, as you can see here, some spells are actually unlocked by some of the other traits. So you actually need to invest in luck if you want to use wind magic. You need to invest in strength later on, for example, if you want to use fire magic. So I just really like how they encourage even like classes that you would generally like neglect some of these stats for, to still invest in them, you know. I really like the system that they have here. Obviously, most of my points are going to go to intelligence, because obviously, but it's just nice that they give you a reason to go for the other ones as well, even in like less physically oriented class like this one, you know. And that goes for all the characters, which is quite nice. Also, Amazon type Angela, Muscle Wizard. God, I love Angela as she is right now, but yeah, to some extent, like if she was not super muscular, just toned, like with six-pack or defined arm muscles, etc. Muscle Girl Angela sounds very appealing to me. Also, another thing that's cool about this system is that since Angela starts off being a mage with no magic, you actually want to invest in strength first, since that's what's going to give you like the most bang for your buck early on in the campaign. And another cool thing as well is that you can freely customize the stats whenever you want. Like you can respec whenever you want. And so if you invested in strength because it was the most advantageous at the beginning, for example, you can just at any point just respec and like invest in the stats that you actually should. No, sorry, you can't do that at any point. You need to go to a specific vendor later on in the game. I'm sorry, but you can respec as much as you want, as long as you have the money. You don't need a special item, etc. Cute and muscle and funny. That'd be nice, like a muscular lolly type character, but no, that's not Angela's appeal. Though she is quite bratty, so maybe you're making me confused. Would lolly Angela be no, don't think about that now. But for real, let me see like what trait I want to get first here. Magic recoil, no. Recover one. Oh, I definitely need this one. So this is very important because what's the word? Like mana, like magic points are very hard to come by actually. So you need early on to get a good way to recover magic points, or else you pretty much can barely use magic. So not only do you have to go for strength first on a mage, which is quite funny because that will give you the more bang for your buck early on due to her not being able to use magic and stuff like that, but you also need to continue going for strength because this is one of the only perks for, even at least early on, this is one of the only reliable perks to obtain your MP back, which, like I said again, is really important because MP is hard to come by. So yeah, despite being a mage, we're going to have to heavily invest in strength, especially right here at the beginning. Yeah, exactly. In fact, there are specific points of the game, like every time you progress a class, because this is one of those games, right? First we are going to start in the base class of mage, and then we're going to go to a class promotion ritual, and we're going to have to choose a path to promote you. There are two, the light path and the dark path, right? For like our mage. And not only would that change our clothes, that's how you get new outfits. It doesn't change with like your armor, etc. But that also expands the ability list. So to answer your question, yes, and that's the process by which like that happens. Then now I want a Nanoha. Then now I want a Nanoha type muscular small magical girl tech that resembles magic. Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome, honestly. I wonder if, because there are so many like creative mangas out there, I'm really wondering if someone else hasn't made it yet. I'd be really surprised to learn that this kind of thing hasn't been written at this point, you know? But yeah, for now, let's just progress. And yeah, like A Fisher said, it's always good to grind, especially in these kinds of games and in this difficulty, because you see, the enemies didn't go to level 2, they already jumped from level 1 to level 3, so if I was under level there, that could have been a lot worse. So yeah, definitely grinding is going to be important in this playthrough, especially. especially since waifu only run is not exactly optimal in terms of gameplay. Like, the girl classes don't exactly complement each other too well. Like, if you want to have a balanced team in terms of gameplay, you're going to have to include some dudes. So our team is going to be quite dysfunctional. And so, yeah, it's probably a good idea to like grind a little bit, you know? And there's no sacrifice to me because, like I said, I just love this game. Like, the gameplay, etc. So, grinding is no issue for me. And if you guys like to watch me grind, I could have phrased that better. Watch me continuously kill monsters. Farm. Yeah, if you guys like to watch me farm while I talk about random nonsense, then that's nice as well, you know? It's win-win, I guess. Is what I mean. But yeah, have any of you guys played this game or the original one? I'd be curious to see how many of you are already familiar with this game, because pretty much like no one outside of Evil Bookman was even familiar in the previous stream with Chrono Trigger. So I'd be pretty interested to know like how many of you are familiar with this game instead. No, only the OG. Well, then this is going to be like probably the same type of stream, you know, where it's mostly just you guys here, I guess, enjoying my delightful commentary instead of being here for the game, which, like I said, I do appreciate. So yeah, thank you all for being here. Which is better, the OG or the new one? I never played the OG, so I can't tell. I just know that I really like the remake. You know? One sec. Angela's creep score, MOBA creep, not perv creep, is rising. No, yes, only the OG. There's the first time I see this game, so just like with the Chrono Trigger stream. I was thinking of giving the old translation of Seiken Densetsu 3 a try when this got announced, and I never even grabbed it. Maybe take this as an opportunity to do so then. Maybe it could be an interesting thing to try. The reason why I didn't appear in the other stream was because I was getting my leg. Jesus Christ, I hope you're okay. Is your leg okay, man? I hope so. If you don't mind me asking, what happened that it got, like, that it got detached? I guess would be the best way to put it, from your body originally. Like, why the hell did you have to get it reattached? The thing with the OG is has clunky combat more than the first Mana game. Oh, the combat in this one feels a lot smoother, and aside from usual like translation bullshit, they didn't change a lot in terms of story and characters, and the graphics are quite like nice. So if that's true, then I'd say in general that this one is the superior one. Though I'm sure this will be blasphemy to some of the original fans. How clunky are we talking? I actually got to see some of the original Trials of Mana gameplay. Essentially, you see the like hold attack? It's essentially that. instead of spamming the basic attack like in some other games, the original Mana series encourages you to charge it so that you can get like more damage per attack. And so combat is mainly just trying to dodge enemies awkwardly while charging your attack like this in order to actually deal respectable damage. So yeah, it is quite clunky. Do you really want to know? You know what? I'll refrain. I just from your warning, I think I don't want to. Thanks. Is it possible for today's medicine to reattach a detached leg? Yes, yes. Obviously, like, it's not going to have complete functionality, but yes, you can reattach limbs if they are detached from your body at some point. Again, it's a pretty complex process and it absolutely will not retain full functionality, but it is possible, yes. For example, I heard some people that, like, I know some people who, well, I don't know them personally, but I know of some people who, for example, they lost their hands and then got them reattached. It's better than not having a hand, but for example, if you're an artist and you lose your hand and it gets reattached, you're probably never going to be able to draw again. At least not with that hand, you know? So that's more or less how that works with modern technology. So yeah, to answer your question, yes, limbs can get reattached with modern technology. In secret, don't you just need to wait instead of holding the button? I'm pretty sure you need to hold the button. I at least heard, from what I've seen and from what I heard, you need to hold it. Also, sorry once again for the stream quality. For some reason, this is happening constantly right now. Like every stream, it feels like we have an incident, you know, time of the stream when the connection really fucks up and things start to go awry. I don't know why this keeps happening recently, but there is at least one point every stream when it does, and it's really annoying. Hopefully it's not like making your experiences too much worse, you know? I really hope it isn't. Well, Fallen Angel, I do hope he is okay as well. Jesus Christ, your life is just... you've been through some stuff, to say the least, you know? That's for sure. Oh, right. I need to, like, do that. I need to be, like, complete idiot in order to advance the story. Because let me show you guys this. What you're supposed to do, actually, is that this is the way to Wendell, that place that the character was trying to go at the beginning. So, generally, you would just go through this area in order to get here, in order to go through this path to Wendell. But if you try, before a particular thing that's going to happen in the story, well, I'm just going to show you. Yeah, this happens. it would be better for stream PR to name it Strong Independent Woman Only than Waifu Only Run. It'd be pretty funny actually, because like, since it's a full woman team, like, it literally has that spirit of, oh no, we don't need no man. Because they're literally going through the adventure purposefully, like, not having any male characters. So that would be, like, not only funny but accurate as well. But look, this is a lolicon channel. Like, do you think I care about good PR? But yeah, mostly like fucking around and just having fun playing, like with engaging in combat, etc. There isn't much reading or like even the story. Like, let's be real, I don't think most of you are even paying attention, and it's not really worth paying attention outside of a few cool character moments. The story is pretty simple and pretty easy to just guess. So I really hope just me running around beating up random monsters and talking about stuff is entertaining enough. You used to be able to go through Cascade Cavern to the east to get to the other side of the lake. Unfortunately, Wendel's closed it off to keep their city safe. What, are they that afraid? Are they that afraid of being culturally enriched by the Beastman? Sorry, it was a bad joke. Sorry. The strong independent lollies run. Then strong independent lollies run. 1,000 kins sobbed in agreement. You guys are something else, I swear. Oh, hello, new person. Strong independent lollies, TM. And just like that, the new viewer went away. No, but seriously, hello, Franca. Welcome to the stream. God, outside of just the whole, like, bikini armor being justified because the characters being hot, i.e. attractive, like, actually gets them hot, actually, like, warms up their bodies. Other than that idea, I just need to use strong independent lollies somewhere as well. Just, it's amazing. Strong independent lollies that don't need no sensei or Oji-san. We all sob in peace. You guys are something else, I swear. I love my audience.
誰も信じてくれないけど、俺は見たんだ。変な光が湖の上空を飛んでいるのを。きっと今夜も現れるかも。
But then the internet is like especially bad today, I swear. I know, you know, I heard another accident. I only got her face burned off. She passed away in the hospital, though I felt bad. I knew her mom, but at least she died. May she rest in peace. Jesus Christ, man, your life is just full of trauma. Jesus Christ. Every time you talk about it, I'm just more and more baffled. I legitimately hope you're okay. I think that would be a great manga type. Yeah, I can just imagine like a comedy manga titled Strong Independent Lollies. I can just imagine. One sec, guys. Yeah, we're back. Okay. I mean, hopefully we are back. Let me just check something and then I'll get to the dialogue. Oh, damn! The stream is actually quite popular now. Like, there are legit 8 people simultaneously here. This stream is really successful, apparently. That's pretty cool. Hopefully the internet didn't get like too affected by what happened. But yeah, peacefully, you say. Yeah, I can't imagine having your face burnt off is very peaceful, but maybe he means that it was instant? I hope so. Curses. I managed to get away from Jed, but now I'm stuck here because the barrier. Now I'll never get home to Wendell. Take down the barrier? Hey buddy, if you figure it out, let me know. Gonna spend the night here, I guess. Finding a way home is a problem for future me. You could stay the night here too. Maybe the barrier will magically disappear overnight, you never know. Just sleep it off. Apparently that's the like solution to every single problem in this world. He died in the hospital, so it's not that much instant. Yeah, you know what? I don't know what he means by peacefully. Like after that, yeah, that is quite strange. Now that you like put it like that, you know. I wonder what he means. Oh, that's also a really cool mechanic. Whenever you buy a new piece of equipment, if it's better than your original equipment, and it will probably be because equipment in this game is just a stat bonus, it doesn't give really any special like effects. Like I said, this is a pretty basic game. Whenever that happens, you have the option to automatically re-equip it in the store. It's not a feature unique to this game, but I always just love whenever devs put it as a feature in any game, you know? It's just really convenient. I wish every RPG was like that. And it also makes it pretty cool because, like, pretty convenient because I can just immediately sell the previous worst stuff like right after buying the new one, recouping some of my losses. Pretty cool. Our wounds were like too devastating to recover from, so the doctor straight up pulled up. Jesus, that's brutal. Yeah, I really don't think she died that peacefully, Fallen Angel, if that's the case. Jesus Christ, her wounds were so severe that they just... My god, that's depressing, man. It really is. God, anyway, let's just continue. I think I'm going to buy some armor as well. No, it's fine. Oh, no. The armor shop owner is sleeping, apparently. Oh well, I gotta do that again some other time, I guess. Just get a hand axe out the ground, why not? Oh, that's actually pretty nice. Let me demonstrate to you guys something. How do I access it actually? Ring menu. Oh, perfect. So that's how we do that. Oh, god damn it. That's not what I... Well, just wasted an item, I guess. It's fine. Q to select. Items, moves. How do I do that? Like... Ring menu. Oh, perfect. So that's how you do it. Because... what you can do here with the ring menu is, well, use all your items, your assigned items, and you can, if you press it again, you have your... Essentially, it says... No, it's just a moves list, because there are other characters that don't use magic, so sorry about that. But essentially you have 2 rings that you'll be using during gameplay, which is the items ring, which like you can probably imagine just uses the items assigned to it, which you can do in the menu. And whenever we gain special moves, they will show up here. So a lot of the gameplay of this game is just like, even during combat, is essentially pausing, choosing which move to use, which is going to cost MP, and then after that starting to move again in order to dodge, especially for mages. This is true for every class, but especially for mages. Unless you want to, you know, keep just hitting people with your stick the whole game, which might be an interesting run, but I'm not a challenge runner, so I'm not gonna do that. And that's actually one of the best parts of the game for me, because just whacking things while doing minimal damage is just not fun. I said that I like this game, but I'll be honest, I specifically like Angela. Like, as a character, her story, her design, and her gameplay are top tier to me. That's why she's one of my top waifus, because she pretty much rescues the game for me, honestly. I try to play with parties without Angela, and the game just becomes a slog for me, you know? So yeah, pretty much this isn't a Trials of Mana playthrough, this is an Angela playthrough, because she's the only good part of this game. She's the thing that saves it for me. She's got the best personality, and the best gameplay. Like, if you take her out, the game literally becomes shit. Unironically. I don't know why I went into the whole tangent, but yeah, a lot of the, especially late game gameplay is just going to be this. Well, it's not just going to be this, because I need to recharge the magic with physical attacks too, but you get the point. I don't even know why I went into that whole rant, sorry. Let's just progress the story. The items you put into those plots of soil were literally called gacha seeds. I guess it makes sense then. So the solution to having to pause every time if you wanted to use an item or spell in Seiken Densetsu 3 was to make the rings quick use slots. Again, I didn't play the original game, so I can't tell you, but yeah, this definitely, the whole ring system, like for a quick selection of moves and items, is definitely very convenient, is what I'm going to say. She has the best foundation in 2 senses. I'd say in more senses. She is just the best in every sense in this game. I really like gore in manga, anime, horror, and games, but when I think about gore in real life situations, I start feeling bad sick. Yeah, me too. Like, just imagining what Fallen Angel... Like, just imagining what Fallen Angel described, it just... God, it just sounds so brutal and sad too. It's just... I really hope all the people who did survive that are okay, honestly. But yeah, let's now go back to progressing through the game. Actually, I got what Fallen Angel said made me really curious now. If you are okay with sharing, like, what do you think is the worst situation you've ever been in at this point in your lives? Again, I know this is kind of a difficult topic to discuss, so no pressure. But if you're okay with sharing, I'd be really interested to know. Because I lived a pretty coddle life, and pretty careful one as well. Like, just so you have an idea, I never broke a bone, for example. So yeah, I never been through something too bad, thankfully, you know? But I'd be interested to know if any of you guys have as well. They're not. Some of them are, but some of them... God, this is terrible. I'm really sorry for what happened then. Hopefully then it can at least make a recovery, or like live as well as possible despite everything. I really hope, even if some of them are not okay, that they can be, like, that they can get as okay as possible, you know? This is just sad to hear about, honestly. What's gonna happen now is pretty funny. No, don't worry, this is a good fairy, I promise. Well, relatively speaking. You'll see.
滝の洞窟に結界があって通れないのよ。それは私がいれば多分大丈夫。さあ急いで。マナの聖域に異変が起こっているの。マナの聖域？それは
This fairy isn't green. That's the true, like, tell right there. Not if they're a fairy or not. Like, green hair is the sign of evil.
私はあなたの中に入り込んで休ませてもらうね。しばらく姿が見えなくなるけど心配しないで。ちょっと待って。ほら、早くアストリアに行ってみましょう。頭の中から声がする。
I did not consent to this.
わかったわよ。
I absolutely did not consent to this. No, I didn't. She, like, forced herself upon me. I feel violated. This was not okay.
あなたはなんでウェンデルを目指しているの？私がこれからどうすればいいか教えてもらいたいの。そう。いろいろと事情があるのね。
Well, to say the least. But what I wanted to... I do not know the green one's list of crimes in full, but I can tell. It's not too hard to guess. There's a funnier place she could have hidden, but then this would be an M-rated game. Dude, get your head out the gutter. Come on. Oh, Jesus Christ, I really don't even want to imagine that. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, what's really funny is that everyone is going to make a big deal out of this. Like, oh no, you were the one chosen by fairy. This means like a lot when the only reason like Angela or any of the other protagonists were chosen was because of convenience. Like, if you don't know, essentially, whoever you choose as the protagonist will be, well, the protagonist, the one chosen by fairy in order to get the mythical sword of mana that we saw at the beginning. And again, everyone treats this like some, again, mythical thing, some very special happening, when literally the only reason any of these people were chosen by fairy was due to convenience. Like, they were just... One of them was just the first person to arrive, and that's why they are the chosen of fairy or anything like that, you know? It's just funny to think about. Another thing that's really nice about this game, I think I commented this on my original video as well, is that, well, you can choose, again, whoever you want for each of the roles. Like, whoever's your sidekick, whoever's the third person to join the party, whoever's the main character. Like in a normal RPG, Duran would just be the assigned main protagonist, and then everyone else will be a side character. So the fact that you can make pretty much whoever you want, like the main, the side, and the like background characters, since the people you didn't choose still appear throughout the story in the world. Like, I feel like this is a feature that should be put in more games. I know that this would be a lot of work and wouldn't work in quite a few games, but it's just something I like to see because I really like characters like Angela, and generally they're just assigned to the role of, main love interest or sexy girl of the group, you know? And so to be able to choose myself and make whoever I want the main character, the protagonist, especially given that I'd prefer to play as someone like Angela instead of Duran, it'd just be a nice feature to have in more games, you know? That's what I mean. The monkey spalker. Oh god, no, please. Duran is now the group sexy gal. No, fuck. Please, no. I didn't even know I was making a wish to the monkey spal. I didn't want that. That was not my intention. God damn it. God damn it, no. Yeah, a lot of people live horrible lives full of pain and misery. Another just...
襲われたようね。ひどいこと。一刻も早くウェンデルの光の司祭様にこのことをお知らせしなければ。ウェンデルが危ない。
Yeah, a lot of people live horrible lives full of pain and misery. Another just don't. Some live lives, have luxury and love and care. Depends on how you fall in this category. Yeah, now you know what, that's quite like, I get what you're saying, but I'm not going to talk about it since there's supposed to be more of a happy, go-lucky, you know, just game stream, and talking about things like determinism or like the unfairness of like social conditions, varying on where people are born and things more like that don't have anything to do, that are kind of random. Like that's quite the. We've been talking about some sad subjects, especially those relating to some of your stories, but I think tackling subjects like this is a bit too much for this stream. You know, so we'll just leave it at that. That yeah, this is really sad. You know, but anyway. Actually, that's something interesting to talk about. Coming back to a more, I guess, a happier subject. Like, is there like a story in which you ever wanted to do that? It can be a game, it can be a like anime or manga. Any story where you were like, oh, I wish this person wasn't this important to the story, or like I wish they were a side character, or oh no, I really like this character, I prefer if they were the main character. Have any of you guys ever felt that way? Watching a story or playing a game, stuff like that? Again, the reason why I said this is because I often get this feeling. Not often, but you know, sometimes I wish I could like play as someone else, some of the other characters, like have them be the protagonists and have some of the others have get less important roles for once, you know. And so it's just something I want to ask you, like is that something you wanted to do as well? I'd be interested to know. I've had a cursed version of this. Final Fantasy Tactics to Arget August perspective. I never played Final Fantasy Tactics, so I won't get that joke. Sorry. But if there are any like fans of that game in the audience, I'm sure they just went like, oh my god, no! This kind of thing. Which is why I wanted you to play something dark, so I can talk with you. You have a lot of words that I want to say. Happiness is temporary, misery is forever. Like you don't like. I get that you would prefer a more like darker game, and we're going to play those in the future. But yeah, for now well, actually we are playing a kind of a very dark game actually. Just tune into my, I think you did even, the Citadel streams. Like if you want to discuss these types of things more in detail, those would be better for that. Oh, I do actually. It's inside me, unironically. Misery is temporary, doom is eternal. Dude, I get the joke and it is quite funny, but that dude like actually went through some shit, so like, I get what you're trying to do, bring a bit of levity, but I don't know if this is the time. But yeah, welcome to the stream, since it's the first time I've seen you comment. Like I said, we're going to be playing through all the flashback chapters, so we'll be choosing yes for this. Though we're not going to end it at the cutscene, but we'll probably end the stream after this flashback chapter, since it's getting late. Maybe I'll play for longer, but we'll probably end it there. Again, we'll see, but just be warned. Before we get to that, though, let me just see something. Yeah, it's just that situation again. That's fair. Now let's go through Reese's story. Actually, I already saw all of these, but it's a good thing to go through then, since most of you guys aren't familiar with this game. This will be interesting to you, I'm guessing. Also, if the Mage Kingdom was already a matriarchy, like now we're in quite the literal matriarchy, since Reese is actually an Amazon from a kingdom full of Amazons. So yeah, we're definitely the matriarchy now.
やっぱりモンスターが以前に比べて多くなってる。それに風が鳴いている。
Though don't get too excited. All the Amazons dress in like power leotards, and like none of them have prominent muscles, since this game was made in not current year, so all the women are classically sexy, not this whole tomboy, muscle tomboy, dommy mommy stuff we have today. So yeah, to all you like tomboy, dommy mommy fans thinking this is going to be paradise for you, it absolutely will not. Sorry to disappoint. She's an Amazon, she gave me elf vibes. That's probably due to her green clothing, but fun fact, despite from like what I've seen, Angela being fully human, like she does have elf ears. So it's kind of interesting because, like you said, due to her green outfit, she kind of looks in like the whole blonde hair and stuff like that. She kind of does look elfish, but the one that's actually an elf, or at least looks like an elf, is the one we were playing as before. So yeah, it's just kind of a interesting thing to notice, I think. A funny detail, you know. Welcome back, Captain. I'm afraid none of the guards have seen Prince Elliot. And yet, Prince Elliot is most of the reason why I say like that Ria's character is boring. Because pretty much her whole, the whole point of her character is just her little brother, you know? And there's nothing wrong with like a character being dedicated to another character. Well, but when they have nothing to themselves, and when that dedication doesn't have any like depth, like it's literally just, oh no, I need to find my little brother, and then you stretch that throughout a whole game. I just don't find that particularly interesting, you know? But what do I know? Like, Riaz is by far the more popular character out of all of them in this game. So I don't know, maybe he had some sort of distinguished appeal to some people. I really can't understand. She has a more boring personality, a more boring playstyle, more boring like appearance. Like Angela is sexier and prettier than her, at least in my opinion. And so I really, maybe I'm just salty because my wife is not the popular one, but I really don't get why Riaz is more popular than Angela. I really don't. Maybe people just like the whole like good girl kind of heroine adventurous vibe or something like that. But I don't know. I maybe because those people wanted to be. Now that I think about it, as disappointing as this is to imagine, the fact that you're probably right is. God damn it, man! Fucking.
お父様、エリオットをご存知ありませんか？
Fucking One Shota fans, I
わ
swear.
しは目が見えるのか。気配でわかるはずだ。待っておれ。
Yeah, that was pretty insensitive of you, Rias.
そう遠くへは行ってないようじゃな。おそらく城のどこかにおるようだが。
本当にもうどこ行っちゃったのかしら。武術の稽古の時間なのに。
Also, this is quite interesting to notice. Like, this is a kingdom of Amazons. Like, this was established. Like, all the warriors are women, and women are like the military, the ones that hold the weapons and most of the power, like the actual power in the kingdom. But the kingdom is run by a man. So I don't know. You'd expect, especially the kingdom of Amazons, to have a female ruler, just like the Mage Kingdom, but I guess not. I don't know. Maybe these Amazons are into like they have a submissive fetish and they are actually into being dominated. I don't know. Valkyrie-chan, she's part of an Amazon brigade, not stereotypical buff Amazon woman. Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about. But again, given that she is in an Amazon in a kingdom of Amazons, someone has to make new Amazon. No, I don't mind like guys being in an Amazonian kingdom, you know. I just don't understand why they're the ones in charge. But I guess maybe like you're implying that it works kind of like a lion, like sort of situation where we have one dude that rules over a squad of powerful women, and they like essentially utilize him for breeding and stuff like that. This conversation is getting so weird, but it makes so much sense. I hate it. I really hate it. It can make a modicum of sense to me. He doesn't go into conflict and is a chief administrator. Battle is the wife's job. You know what? That does make a lot of sense. A certain massacre hero says, Amazon! Woman hired in Amazon.
エリオットを見かけなかった？
おや、私はてっきりエリオット王子はリースお嬢様と一緒だと思ってましたよ。いつもはお嬢様のおそばを離れようとしないのに。
But yeah, I do like you guys' ideas about this. Certainly brought me new perspective.
あの子にとってはリースお嬢様が母親みたいなものですからね。
Woman hired in Amazon.
風の王国ローラントの王女リースには弟のエリオット王子がいる。母である王妃はエリオットを産み、その顔を見ることなく亡くなった。幼いリースの目に映ったのは静かに眠る母の顔と新しく生を受けた自分の弟の顔であった。国民のすべてが妃の死を悲しむ中、リースは一人で聖なる山に登り、涙が枯れるまで泣いた。だが幼くとも心優しいリースは今もこれからも母の愛を知ることができないエリオットのために母の分までエリオットに愛情を注ごうと誓ったのだった。
お母様。エリオット、どこにいるの？
Since we're out of the more serious scene, to quickly answer some of you guys' questions, like that woman hired in Amazon, like Jeff Bezos' Amazonian kingdom, that's genius, dude. It's genuinely genius. And no, I didn't play the original Super Nintendo version. I only heard of it and like saw some gameplay, but the only version of Seiken Densetsu 3 that I played was the remake version. That's the version I played and the version of the game I like, you know?
王子様、まだまだすごい手品があるよ。ほら、そこに地下室があるだろう。そこでもっといっぱい見せてあげるよ。さあ、行こう。
God, did no one teach this kid to not talk to strangers? Like, not to be a dick, Reese, but I don't feel like you're doing a good job as a replacement mother, you know? Slash big sister. Chubby tomboy warriors of Amazon Kingdom ruled by King Bezos. I can't decide if that's more like funny or cursed, honestly. As a royal, he should have specially been warned. Yeah, who the hell is like teaching that kid stuff, and why aren't they doing a better job at it? Easiest kidnapping in history. Yeah. Like, the people that are supposed to be taking care of this kid are absolutely not doing a good job if he just went with some clearly like suspicious looking people that easily, you know? If you manage to get someone to play with you, there's a multiplayer mod for the Super Nintendo version, but probably an unpopular opinion, I actually prefer this remake version too. Again, I never played the original, so I just have this to, make my opinion, to, kind of base my opinion on, you know? But from what I've seen, yeah, I definitely, the gameplay of the remake version definitely seems more to my taste, and obviously I like, seeing all the pretty girls in 3D instead of the sprites, since they weren't even like detailed sprites. They're very tiny, like chibi ones. So yeah, I definitely prefer this in graphics and in gameplay, and the story is pretty much the same. So yeah, I too consider this version better from what I've seen. I'm a little bit too active on chat today. Oh no, that's a good thing. Please do be active. I like it when you guys comment. Did you have business here? I don't believe His Highness has come through here. But damn, bro, look at them sexy pics. Actually, now I want to see you guys' opinions. Like, to you guys, Rias or Angela? Which character do you think is prettier? I'll leave her here on screen for a while, and I like to hear you guys' take on this. Yeah, count all the pics. See, that's why I like it when you guys comment. Rias has a good fit. Okay, now I understand like why she is the most popular character in this game. Like, clearly I'm just some weirdo for preferring Angela. I've been stationed here for a long time, but not seen His Highness.
まったく稽古の時間なのにエリオットがいないわ。もしかして地下室にいるのかしら。
Both look beautiful. I can at least agree to this. I like Angela more, but I can agree that they're both really pretty. But Angela is, I'm going to be boomery and use a word I don't like because younger people use it. Angela is generationally beautiful. Can I be honest? I have zero idea what that means. Captain, I believe Elliot was playing near the underground passage. If you saw him playing there, didn't you see the clearly suspicious looking people? And if you did, why didn't you do anything? He seemed to have a friend with him since he was talking to someone. Do something, you fucking... What do we pay you guys for? Can't even protect the prince, I swear. Biased toward our cute blonde because I played with her in a fighting game where she's a guest character. Being biased isn't a bad thing. Well, it is, but I am pretty biased myself, so I can't say shit, you know? Generational is like the way we use the word epic in the... Oh, okay. So you actually do prefer Angela too. Oh, finally, I have a fellow weirdo.
エリオット、どこにいるの？ねえ、早く手品。
まあまあ、そう慌てないで。私は手品師1号ビルでござい。同じく2号ベンでござい。
なんだ、分身の術じゃなかったのか。もっとちゃんとしたやつ見せてよ。
Million Arthur Arcana Blood. She's a guest fighter there. Guess who else is Yori? Yeah, the one from King of Fighters. That's pretty cool. I only familiar, like I knew that Million Arthur was originally a fighting game, but I'm only really familiar with the anime for like that franchise.
当たり前だい。ここはね、ローラントで一番大事な風をコントロールするところさ。でもね、王族の鍵がないと動かせないんだよ。
My god, how is this kid so stupid, I swear.
では、その王族の鍵とやらでちょっとだけ風を止めてもらえる。
Oh, these absolute bastards. But again, the kid should also be a lot smarter than he is, so I'm choosing to blame him as well. Like, come on, I know you're like 8, but you can't be being that much of a dumbass, come on. His brain is very smooth, definitely. I only played King of Fighters Maximum Impact on PS2. I only played the actual arcade machines. Like I only played the arcade version of King of Fighters because yes, I really am that old.
お姉様はこの術のことを知っていて自分だけお母様に会っているのか。
そんな。
さあどうする？ぼやぼやしてるとお姉様に見つかっちまうぞ。ほら噂をすれば。
I really like the effect that they use here for this cutscene though, with the audio like echoing and stuff like that. Million Arthur was originally a mobile game, it had several that failed. I should rewatch the anime because I remember having fun watching it. So was it kind of like what's the name? Kemono Friends type situation? Like an anime that's made of about a failing mobile game, that kind of thing. and a bit of the 2000 version and Flash game on a Flash game website. I still remember those, man. I really am old.
今頃城内には一斉に侵攻が始まっているはずだ。ローラント城は我々ナバール盗賊団改めナバール王国の城として生まれ変わるのだ。盗賊団最後の仕事が城を盗むことだなんて生かすだろう。
のれ敵国のスパイめ。
おっと、そんなことをやっている暇はあるのかな。ジョスター国王は今頃見えない目でどうやって戦っているのかね。
お父様、エリオット、来るのよ。
God damn it, Rias. Come on, is everyone in this family a dumbass? I swear.
ほらな、坊主。リース姉さんはお前のことなんかどうでもいいと思ってるんだよ。さあ、こっちに来い。
嘘だ。やめろ、お姉様。
黙れ。
To this day, I'm not sure if they have the right to put it on their website. Too late for that. And she doesn't even go back for him. Notice. And let's be real, they probably didn't. It was probably like a pirated version or something like that. Given how early internet used to work and how it does work, even to this day, for the most part, that was probably the case.
風が止まり、敵が城内に眠りの花粉を無念です。早く国王のもとへ。
Well, at least that explains how you got your asses kicked so easily. Was about to have a whole rant on these so-called honorable Amazons being complete frauds. So it's a good thing that they explained it. The creator of the anime for Kemono Friends eventually did another 3D anime called Kemori Kusa, and it's a pretty nice watch. The OP song is also super amazing. I'm going to like record that as well on that notepad I was talking about, together with the writing ideas. Hello, Mr. Obscure Anime. Welcome, Big Pew. Oh, she's taking a nap, lol. I always feel weird when I see 3D game characters who stay in place and do cyclical movements just like they breathe with their entire bodies instead of their lungs. Yeah, it does look kind of awkward. Though I do understand that this is probably made to save on resources. Do you think Obscure Anime has an evil twin called Mainstream Cartoon? As funny as that would be, probably not. Fun fact though, I do have a little brother. Like, in reality, he's just as much of a weeb as I am, but he is better at camouflaging himself as a normie. So he is more well accepted in social interactions, you know? Mainstream live action movie. Lol. It reminds me of like, one sec. I'll read your comments right after the scene, Fallen Angel.
リースか。
お父様、しっかり。
すまぬ、リース。 この日が来ることを風が鳴いて知らせてくれていたのに、マナの変動がわしの勘を鈍らせたのかもしれん。
お父様、それに私のせいでエリオットが。
すでに城内にはエリオットはいないようだ。気配が遠のいた。おそらく敵にさらわれたのだろう。リース、エリオットを頼んだよ。
お父様。
Nah, these Amazons are just ass. Like, those ones that weren't even sleeping and they still felt like it was nothing. These are all frauds. Like, complete frauds instead of Amazons.
よし、敵はほぼ全滅した。一旦ナバールに帰り、フレイムカーン様に報告。再び軍を率いてここに戻る。退却。
風が今頃になって風が戻ったって。エリオット、でもどこに行けば。以前お父様が困った時は生徒ウェンデルの光の司祭様を訪ねなさいと。きっとお導きくださるに違いない。
Oh, hello, Teto.
お母様、お父様やみんなをよろしくお願いします。私は
Teto mentioned.
エリオットを必ず助け出します。
Sorry, I'll get to your comments like right after the scene ends.
お母様の形見のリボン、どうか見守っていてください。
ナバールの襲撃によりローラントは滅亡。最愛の父も失ったリースは弟エリオットを探すべく今一人旅立つ。
Reese finished recounting the harrowing story of how they came to be on this journey.
申し遅れました。私はリースと申します。よろしくお願いします。
How did you not say that during your whole story? Like, whatever. Thanks for joining the party, I guess. Now let's read some comments and then I'll advance the story. This reminds me of a guy who did drugs on a live stream and had the FBI raid him, though, and they found a lot of... Jesus Christ. There's some fucked up people in this world, and that's coming from me, dude. God damn. Mainstream live action movie. Maybe instead of an evil twin, he has an alter ego, has a ultra niche manga YouTuber. That'd be funnier, honestly. I think there is a channel called Mainstream Cartoon. I'm gonna have to research that later. Getting mocked by little bro. In more ways than one, unfortunately. King Bezos just fell. Yay, I guess. Wait, is the opposite of obscure anime Scott the Was? I only heard of this channel. I never actually watched that guy. Like, I know that he exists, but I never watch his content, so I can't tell. I'm not in on the joke, unfortunately. Pretty good cinematography. That's I agree. No, they're just pretending to die. They would feel bad if they won't too much. Sure. Justeto. Is this game made by the people that made Dragon Quest? Just a hunch. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised. Like, the designs are pretty similar. Peaky, no. Yeah, seems like more you guys liked Reese's story a lot more than I did. I just also love... no, I'll comment on it after it happens. Let's go. I just love that she calls us impatient for doing this, but you literally cannot progress any other way. You can't, like, approach the barrier and then click a button and then call fairy. No, you need to just ram your face in there, only to get called impatient, when that's literally the only thing you can do. Don't you love it when games do that? Where did you install the game? It's on Steam, man. It's called Trials of Mana. Just buy it there. Just one sec. Yeah, okay. Is there an anti-fairy spray in this game? I sure wish there was. I sure wish there was. But unfortunately, no, I don't think there is. So yeah, we're just going to have to endure this one's bullshit. And even if... no, you know what? I was going to say something really cursed, but I think I won't. I think I will spare you guys, actually. I'll just give this hint. Like, you guys, like, Kodokunazu said, oh, is there anti-fairy spray in this game? Referring to the item in Black Souls 2. No, in Black Souls. And then I was going to say, like, oh, but that item would be kind of useless since our party is composed completely of women. It's fully composed of women, you know? And just from that, you can, like, kind of guess the rest of what I was gonna comment. Hopefully, because I really don't want to explain, honestly. Oh, right. Actually, I need to level up both Angela and the new party member, Rias. Yeah, there's also something interesting. You gain like a shit ton of abilities throughout the course of the game, but the game limits you in how many you're able to use for balancing. Which is kind of interesting, honestly. I really like how they do that, since it allows for a lot of build variety and testing. But it's just kind of funny to me that you equip abilities the same way you would like a piece of equipment. I'm too stupid to get what you mean. No, you're not too stupid, you're too innocent. Essentially, you can't normally... How do I put this? You can't normally grape fairies in Black Souls like you can some of the other characters. And so I'm saying, oh, even if like you need the fairy spray, the anti-fairy spray, to be able to do that to the fairies. And then I was implying like, oh, but even if we had it, like the party is full of women, so it wouldn't matter, we couldn't do anything. So yeah, hopefully now you can get what I'm talking about. It's like a spell slot in D&D. Yeah, pretty cool. This reminds me of Tactics Ogre Reborn. A more billion amount of abilities, but you can only get like 4 at any time. Yeah, again, I really like how they do this kind of thing, you know? I really like this kind of limitation put on such a system. Now let me just see which ones would be best to get for this character. I know that lesbians exist, but like, how would you use a fairy that way? Wait, now that you know what? Let's stop this conversation, please. Oh, that's also something pretty cool. Like, you see those abilities with the 2 people on it. Those are abilities that can be used by any party member. So if you unlock them for any character, any other character can use it. So if I unlock this for Rias, for example, I could equip it on Angela. You know, it's pretty cool. Status effects, no. No. Yeah, I would just... Yeah, I would just go strength for her as well. I think that's the best one I can get for now. Let me just see some of your guys' comments. Couldn't do anything. They got hands. Lesbians exist, Lewis. Lesbian... women and lesbians have their Yep. Oh, I hate where this conversation is going. I fucking hate it. Wow, shared abilities across different trees? Really good. And it's scary sometimes. I will trust you and not go into that any further, frankly. I don't feel like being traumatized today. What else? People tend to forget that Green from Black Souls is like very evil guy. He's not like a hero. He's a hero created by a psychotic green fairy to have a bad ending. And like, look at all the horrible stuff. I think most people understand that Green is a horrible person. Like, I haven't seen someone try to defend him. Look at this dumbass getting slapped. I'm glad he didn't have a happy ending. He does not deserve it. Shut her optional. Recommendations: murdering someone and murder simulator optional. He does not deserve sympathy. A perfect way to end. Okay. He has no friends, no family, and he felt life with a red head serves the bastard right. Is that person you meant to be sympathetic? No, you like, you're supposed to think of him as a like bad person. That's the point of Black Souls. Like, you're right, Green doesn't deserve a good ending, exactly because, again, that's the point. You're playing as a shitty person. Mushroom abuse. Hey, they are the ones that attacked first, okay? I'm just defending myself. If anything, these mushrooms are abusing me and not the other way around. Yes, that's that's how I justify this to myself. Just one sec. Okay, perfect. The Virgin Green versus the Chadet Malice Plunder as Island, 4th game in the sequel universe. God, the whole sequel series, as awkward as that is to say, is a whole can of worms, I swear. There are so many games on that thing that getting into it is going to be a doozy, I swear. The question is that if Green's really a person. Not really, he's 7 dead, 7? I think it's 7 dead authors in a trench coat. That's the best description for Green that I've ever seen. Like, if you want to play a game where you feel bad for the main character, even though he's kind of evil, play Lisa the Painful. I'm not going to spoil anything, but this game made me cry. Oh no, I already heard about Lisa the Painful, and from what I've seen, yeah, like, it's a really good game. Like, it tackles some pretty heavy stuff, and definitely does it, like, pretty well. It deals with some really heavy subjects in a pretty depressing version of the apocalypse, even if it's treated kind of funny sometimes. But yeah, Lisa the Painful, I've already heard about it, heard really good things, and yeah, not on this channel, but maybe I'll get to it at some point. One sec, another cutscene. The sequel series is even a sequel series. The sequel series is even a sequel series, hence the name, I guess, to 7 games the creator made that were safe for work freeware stuff. So this guy made a whole series of 7 freeware safe for work games, and then made a sequel series called Sequel of various games that are hentai games. Like I said, there's a whole fucking rabbit hole, man, I swear. But yeah, I think we've gone for long enough. I'm going to just play through Charlotte's flashback chapter, and then we'll end it for today, okay? But yeah, that is a whole fucking rabbit hole, I swear. Do women with such hips to waist ratio exist in reality? Which character are you talking about? It depends. You have other YouTube channels? No, I do not. I do not have any channels aside from this one. I guess your idea would be that maybe I could do a playthrough on another channel that's not too related to anime. Okay, this Charlotte girl has to be an elf or a fairy. I do believe she's a half elf. So yeah, you're right. Like, she is like not Angela and not Reese, but Charlotte is a half Elf. Yeah. I mean, this character you like. I forgot her name. Angela? I'm going to have to see, but I don't think she has too crazy... Like, I don't think her proportions are too crazy, at least in comparison to some other anime characters. And frankly, there are some people with some like wacky body types out there, so I don't think her body type is too outlandish, personally. I low-key felt bad for her. It was a dream. Oh, a dream. Yeah, they did that in the, like, both the dub and the, like, I guess, the subtitles. They make her, like, do baby speak in order to, quote-unquote, translate, like, the cutesy way she speaks, the cutesy anime way she speaks, you know? It's really annoying, especially in the dub.
わしの孫シャルロットがどうしたんじゃ。最近あまり元気がない様子。まだ幼く見えるとはいえ、エルフの血を引く15歳。霊の現象を敏感に感じ取っているのかもしれません。そうか。見たまえヒース。マナの女神像が涙を流しておる。
Oh, and they mentioned that she looks pretty youthful due to her elf heritage. Just so you know, that girl is the baby. The Charlotte girl is 15. Yeah, anime.
光は対岸のアストリアの村の方に消えた。すまぬが言って調べてきてはくれぬか。はい、かしこまりました。それにジャゾの方からも邪悪な気配を感じます。念のため滝の洞窟には外部の者がウェンデルに入れぬよう結界を張っておきましょう。
もし危ないものだったらヒースが大変でち。あたちが守ってあげなくちゃ。それじゃ早速ここを出るでち。
Is 15, looks 5. I'd say she looks even younger. Acts it too. Yeah, absolutely wacky. No, it's actually here too. No, it ain't. Yep, she's surely 15 out of 10. God damn it, Teto.
シャルロットさん行けません。今日は神殿の中にいてください。
Oh my god, it's No, I'm not gonna make that joke. Sorry. It's too dark. It's too dark a joke to make. What was I going to say? Do it. No. Just know that it has to do with kids and churches. Like, I'll just leave you guys with this. Like, she's a pretty young, or at least young-looking kid that's being raised in a temple. I hope I don't need to say much more than that.
途中の滝の洞窟
Oh my god, please don't say that. For the love of Christ, my dude, man. That's way too dark, man. That's way too dark, evil book, man. 'Come on, no way. This is a common joke. You know what? Fair. I'm making a mountain out of a molehill here. I should have just made the joke.
じゃあ今夜2階のテラスに来てください。とっておきの
Also, I love that she says, "Oh, I'm basically an adult. I'm 15." I think I made this joke in the original video too. Oh yes, sleeping. That's always a great way to advance the story. Just amazing. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, in the original video I also made that joke because she says, "Oh, I'm 15, I'm basically an adult," and I said like, only in like Italy or something, since you know Italy and quite a few like European countries as well. Surprisingly, they have ages of consent younger than 18. Like I've seen a lot of countries in Europe that have ages of consent like 15, 14, 16. It was kind of wild, honestly, to research about it. Oh, pedophilic priest, I get it already, but no, but it'd be pretty honest, sadly, it's actually more real than... No, I know that it actually happened, so much that, like Fisher said, it's a common joke. Come on, Owe, we all know what that priests love teaching kids how to... Jesus Christ, dude, that's so dark. Those were probably ages you were meant to have figures something out by at least a century ago. Today, Lamau, yeah, today it's really weird to say the least. Though I can't fucking say anything. The age of consent in Brazil is like 14 years old. It's just
シャルロットさん、こっちこっち。さあ、下がっててください。これを誰にも
But yeah, you probably have a point with that evil bookman since this is a medieval setting.
これはバネクジャコといってですね、超すげえジャンプができるんですよ。どこで手に入れたかは秘密。
Yeah, that's why I probably just generation does not believe in God, probably because of all that. Yeah, church trauma is unfortunately very, not to this degree, most of the cases fortunately, but unfortunately trauma related to the church is very common today, especially in younger generations. It's contributing to the lack of spirituality, the recent lack of spirituality in people.
失敗だ。嬉しいらね。
This little shit. He just sent her off to like some random place due to his accident, and he was like, "Oh, not my fault." Amazing. Fucking.
なんだ女の子。どうしよう。
I'm going to comment something interesting about these two later. Like these two characters, remember them, okay? I'm going to comment something about them later.
俺ここアストリアの宿屋平気か。
ごめんちゃい。ニックのやつ、帰ったらお仕置きでち。
Oh yeah, he deserves a good beating after that.
もう行く。外、もう真夜中。
Notice how he speaks. It's going to be important for my explanation. So, remember when I was talking about oh, sorry, it's still cutscene. Remember how I was explaining some time ago that there are main couples in this game, like Hawkeye with Reyes and Angela with Duran, etc. Yeah, surprisingly, Charlotte, yes, this Charlotte is also in a like main couple with Kevin. And then you might say, oh, isn't that kind of creepy? No, because like Evil Bookman said, Charlotte is 15 but acts like she's 5, right? And it's the same thing with like Kevin. Kevin is actually, I think, a teen. He's a teen, but he's pretty special, as you saw by his way of speaking. And so these two are kind of like, they both have pretty much the same mental age. So pairing them together is okay, or something like that. So yeah, if you for some reason were ever wondering about this, like how Charlotte can be a part of a main couple in this game. And it is an explanation that makes sense, but it's still so weird to think about this character being a couple with anyone, even if they are her mental age, you know? But anyway, I should probably stop speaking about that. Yeah, and as you can probably tell, if playing as a mage character, like, that has no magic feels bad, imagine playing a healer character that can't heal. Yeah, that's even worse. Especially because, obviously, she has quite a limited reach in attacks due to both her weapon and her physique. So, yeah, Charlotte is definitely the worst to play, at least in combat. No, but the other Beastmen are, like, they do speak normally, so no, it's not that to emphasize that Kevin is a Beastman, it's just that he himself is special. And yeah, I do agree that this is a very interesting dynamic. I really like how they did that, but again, it still feels kinda weird, even if it, again, does make sense. But yeah, I do agree with you that this is a very interesting dynamic that they did there. I definitely agree with you there. Oh, okay. I also noticed that church trauma is becoming way more common. More, like, people are being more open about it. Yeah, that's also the case. Maybe it's not that it's more common now, but just that people are more willing to talk about it. There's also that to consider. Of course, it's not a religion, but some malicious people that get into these spaces. True, true. Like, you can't generalize with these things. I agree. Like, you gotta blame the people who are actually responsible and not just think that everyone in a particular group is evil. Like, this should be obvious to say, but yeah, obviously, like, discrimination bad. Who would have thought? Though it's kind of weird with the whole like couples thing, because like I said, Hawkeye already has a girl back home that he is trying to save even. That's part of his story, and that he is like kind of romantically involved with. So how does that work in the sense of Reyes being his like official pairing, like forming an official couple with him? This kind of, I don't get how that works, honestly. Sometimes even the obvious is hard to understand for some people. True. About the way they speak, I believe it's something from the remake, because don't remember them speaking weirdly, even using a phone translator on the OG version. Yeah, I didn't consider that, but maybe that was something done by the remake. Maybe this is one of the changes done to it. Not even like just with the translation this time, but because they also speak quote unquote weirdly in Japanese too. So yeah, maybe the remake changed more than I thought.
なんだお前、こんなところで何をしている。
お前たちビーストキングダムの獣人だな。なぜこんな
Does she? I remember playing through his story and like I didn't see this happen. Like she remained alive throughout the whole game, honestly. Like she even appears in his ending cutscene. So yeah, either the remake changed a lot more than I thought, or like we're thinking about completely different games, honestly. Because because I don't remember that happening at all, honestly. Also, this dude is hella powerful. Remember how these beastmen knocked the shit out of us? He just knocked 3 of them with a single spell. I don't think you can do that even in endgame, you know? This guy's crazy strong. Gonna search to see if I'm misremembering. So how Kai's girlfriend gets I mean, you didn't have to put it like that, but yes, she does. But hey, Ria is pretty cute, so can you really blame the guy? No, I'm kidding. Cheating is not good. Slap the child. God, this stream is successful. Like, not to comment too much about like numbers and stuff like that, but then I'm seeing so many familiar faces here watching at the same time. I feel like this is one of my best streams, you know, after the fiasco at the beginning. So yeah, good thing I didn't give up on that, because after that whole fiasco, this actually turned into one of the channel's best streams at this point. So really happy about that. A really cursed thought came to my head right now. Can you imagine the type of psychopath that like they didn't play this game, they just started and they just decide, you know what, I want Charlotte to be the protagonist. Fuck Angela, fuck Reyes, fuck all these other male characters. No, I want the baby to be the protagonist. I just imagine someone like that. That's so funny to think about. Well, if you flirt with women too much, even as a joke, you eventually fall for one. Fair. It's probably why his girlfriend gets so mad at him whenever he does that.
遅かったら今頃なんてかわいそうなシャルロット。ああもうピーピー泣かないでよ。泣きたいのはこっちよ。フェアリーが取りつかれるし今度はガキ長。本当にもう。まあどうせ光の司祭さんに会いにウェンデルまで行くところだから別にいいんだけどさ。ほらついておいで。なんだあんたさんうちのおじいちゃんに御用だったんですか。じゃあシャルロットを助けてのバッジは当たらんですよ。こう見えてもシャルロットは光の司祭のお孫さんですから。さ地味地味ぼさーっとしてないでお孫さんを丁重にウェンデルまでお連れするでち。こいつ。
What if we picked one of the more what if we picked one of those more complex and developed characters as our main character? Nah, bring the infant.
ちょっとしもべになった覚えはないんだけど。
Oh, a few fun like facts before we end the stream. Because I need to go to a save point before we do. If you go through that scene and you didn't choose Charlotte as a party member, like the scene goes on the same. The only thing that changes is that you don't get her backstory or the opportunity, like the chance to play through her backstory. And she what is that? And your main character actually refuses her wish to go with you on your adventure. So the scene goes pretty much the same, just without a few details, which is interesting. Another thing that's interesting, remember, like I said, how Hawkeye flirts with pretty much every single woman he meets? Yeah, for a while, like when he encounters Charlotte, he thinks about flirting with her, but then he's like, nah, she's pretty, but maybe when she grows up a bit. And whenever, like he did that, whenever he said, maybe in a few years, I was controlling Rias at the time, I just made her stare into him. Imagine Angela is Rias in Rias is Hawkeye, just made her stare into him and be like, bruh, no. Stop it. After researching, Hawkeye's girlfriend is actually his half-aunt. And yeah, she really doesn't die. She really didn't give those vibes. She really felt like she was in love with him. So that's kind of... That's kind of weird given the story I played through. But yeah, I guess it's a good thing that he ends up with Rias then. Like, what in the fuck? I certainly didn't expect incest from this game of all anime games, but I guess I can't be too surprised either, since, you know, a Japanese game and all that. God, just as we were talking about not stereotyping people. But yeah, aside from those interesting conversations we had there, like I said, we're going to be ending stream as soon as I find a save point. Does that aunt have an ara vibe? That's the thing. She really did seem like she was like about his age. So that's why this caught me by surprise, because no, she isn't an Arara character. She really seems to have more of a maiden in love type of relationship with him, and that's why like it surprised me to know that that was his aunt, you know. I was really taken aback by that because she didn't give those vibes at all. On a scale of Xenoblade 1 to Xenoblade 2, where does this game scale? In like, what do you mean by that? Scale on what? In terms of quality of gameplay? In terms of like the quality of the story? Or what are you talking about? How are we comparing games here? Oh, and another cool thing, well, not, I'll show you when we go through this wall. Well, this gate. My bad, I mean Xeno Chronicles X to Xeno Chronicles 2, and comparing through gameplay. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 gameplay is kinda more slow and methodical from what I've seen. It's kind of a very how do I say this, a very slow game. Like even the basic enemies take a while to kill, and X seems like more of a more action type, more fast-paced game. So I'd say it's leaning more towards Chronicles X instead of 2 in terms of gameplay. Also, one thing that's interesting, while you're in combat, your party members follow you, but whenever you go into one of the safe cities, you can only control your main character. Like generally your party members, like you can control them. It's just that I haven't been doing that, but as the tips menu shows here, you can switch characters, but not on a city for some reason. On a city you can only control your main character, and your side characters, they wander through the city, and you can find them and interact with them with your main character in specific spots, just like in the initial area I showed. Grandpa's probably mad at me. Yeah, I mean, you ran away from home, of course he'd be mad and worried. Now let's see if I can find Reyes. You can say Xenoblade Chronicles is such a slow RPG, probably for immersion. But yeah, I'll see if I can find Reyes, and like then we'll end the stream. For real this time. I think she's around here, but let's see. No, maybe she is in one of the houses. If she is, then yeah, I think it's best if we do that later then. Oh no, there she is. Merciful Goddess of Mana, please grant this town your protection. She's quite basic, but she is at least quite the admirable person, so I'll give her that. Let's see if we have any more gacha seeds. We do. And let's plant all 6, because there's no reason not to. Oh yeah, I haven't used those at all, have I? God damn it. Yeah, I need to organize, in general, that item wheel later. But yeah, I should probably be using, because these are stat boosting items. Set item... No, how do I... Oh, I need to put it on the thing to use it. Then we're going to use it on Angela, because I'm very biased and I want her to be the strongest. And you get the Spirit Serum too. And the Vitality too. Perfect. And I'll assign it here. Then we're gonna save. I think this is about the point I stopped on my initial like waifu only run as well, so this is kind of poetic, honestly. But yeah, we'll be leaving things here. Thank you all so much for coming to the stream. Again, it was really scuffed at the beginning, so I really appreciate that all of you came back and watched through this entire stream. It was really cool to see just how successful the stream was in terms of numbers, because this is one of my favorite games of all time. So the fact that so many people at least seem interested to see me play through it just makes me really happy. But yeah, for now we'll be leaving things here. Again, thank you all for watching, and I do hope to see you next time, both on a stream of this game